Every day, I marvel at the amount of sexism that pervades our society, the existence of which leaves a vile feeling in the pit of my stomach. I clearly remember just a couple of months ago, my friend Paul questioned me as to my ranking in my computer science class. I replied immodestly and I told him that my teacher had actually pulled me in to tell me that I was at the top of the class. Paul, for some reason, was astonished, exclaiming, "How is that possible?" I didn't know what he meant until he followed up with, "You're a woman. Women suck at programming." I walked away immediately, but this caused me to think, is this some sort of strange phenomenon? I then learned that there were actually girls in my class who believed that due to this apparently inherent lack of programming skills, that they couldn't succeed no matter what, so they didn't even try. Does this prove some sort of connection between sexism and the lack of women at the top? Day by day, month by month, year by year, society has been watching the movement for gender equality grow. Why, just 200 years ago, women were denied the most basic rights that all citizens have today. However, now women hold some of the most politically powerful positions in the world. But we still must note the use of the word some. Although women have come far in social and political standing as compared to their ancestors of generations ago, they are still underrepresented in areas of prominent power. For example, only 17% of the Senate is comprised of women, while only 16.8% of the House. That's less than 1/5 of the seats in Congress. In addition, only 14 out of 196 countries in the world have a democratically elected woman as their leader. Why is there this immense breach between the leadership roles fulfilled by women and the same roles fulfilled by men? There are multiple factors contributing to this breach, but it can all be summed up in 2 words: opportunity gaps. There is no shortage of ambition within the female population, but they are unable to pursue these ambitions due to the oppression they face from overbearing stereotypes. Sexism exists in many forms. Although many people believe that it is only found in the abrasive demeanors of male bigots, in truth, sexism is most commonly found in the everyday stereotypes. Chivalry, for example, is a friendly practice, but is actually inherently derived from sexist ideals. After all, why is it that women can't hold her own bags or pay her own bills? This is due to the ingrained idea that men have better pay and are also more competent to perform these tasks. However, women face far more discriminatory circumstances on a day-to-day basis. For example, the objectification of women is disgustingly visible in the media everywhere. This leads men and women to both subconsciously believe that it is okay to treat women as anything less than human, making it much harder for women to gain respect in the workplace. Now, how can we ensure that women will break these barriers and rise to their full potential as leaders at the top, alongside men? Well, first, women must stand up for themselves. If they allow any sort of discrimination to exist, we will be living in a bigoted society for many years to come. Women must become educated in this topic. They must learn to spot sexism and eliminate it, including their own prejudices. Women must speak up for themselves. They must tell the world that we are your equals in intelligence and competence. Take us seriously and you will not be disappointed. We can and we will. Once sexism is finally eliminated from society, women will be free to pursue their true objective, obtaining equality as leaders at the top. But this step will be much easier because once free from overbearing stereotypes, women will be motivated to succeed, which is the natural drive for all creatures. After all, we are the ones who define the future by our actions today. Who's to say that women won't become leaders at the top? Maybe one day it won't be so weird to see a woman standing at the presidential podium. And well, maybe it won't be so weird for me to beat guys at programming.